What's up, YouTube? Today we're looking at a Marttiini knife. I don't believe it's actually pronounced Marttiini, but I'm also not familiar at all with Finnish. This is a $20 knife. It is the, I believe, Condor Timber something. I'll name it correctly in the title and in the description. But it is, I would say, kind of right where I'm comfortable at with a knife. I have large-ish hands, and I have room on this. Not a bunch of room, but I do have room. I could, with a glove on, I could grab this without any trouble. And I really like the blade length. It is somewhat long, I would say, for some localities. As you can see, it does cross over. I would say it's about 4 inches total. It's about 8.5, 4 inches of cutting edge, which makes it technically illegal where I live, but I carry it anyway because where I live, they don't really prosecute knife crime like you might think. Like, they're not gonna ever search me just to see how long this knife is. The Denver PD just really isn't that concerned. And also, knife laws are bogus, and a lot of places are moving to get rid of them. It only really penalizes the law-abiding citizen, much like gun laws. So yeah, I mean, you got to use your own judgment. If you live in Chicago and you carry this, I would almost guarantee that will be bad. But anyway, listen, the law is a funny thing, and it is so far from perfect that I usually don't concern myself with it, except for like maybe gun stuff. You know, I try to be aware, but what I'm saying is I'm not like, oh my gosh, if this goes over a little bit, like I could potentially get in trouble. Well, you can always plead ignorance. You could plead out. You could potentially fight it. You have a lot of options. You need to talk to a lawyer, basically. And I am not a lawyer. I'm a guy. So anyway, moving on. This kind of has a rough-hewn, tumbled finish that I like. And I did come with a little bit of corrosion spots. Here's the thing, though. So the knife is really not anything without the holster. It comes with this holster, and it actually has good retention. Like, this is not going to come out. And it's real low profile. If you wear tactical pants, you'll be able to slip it down into the back pocket. This is good. I mean, if I was really concerned about, but even if I was on a trip, I would definitely bring this. I have another, but if I was really concerned about being low profile, I would use this as well. This is more of a quick deployment type one. I got this for 20 bucks. If you search it on eBay, you'll find the same thing. Slides in, great retention, has and then you can lock it, so super easy. And it keeps it kind of, you can kind of see it poking down, but it keeps it really well up and above the waistline, so it's easier to have a shirt drape over it or something of that nature. It's just overall a better choice if you're going to be going quick, right? Like, if you need it right then, that's what you're going to want. And it also allows you to draw it, like, say if it's on your side, imagine this being on your right side, you can draw it out like this and be really ready to go. I mean, this is the way to go, I would say, for most places. Maybe if you were really concerned, or for whatever reason you could go lower profile. So all in all, I think this was 40 bucks, and this was the knife itself. Oh, sorry. This is the cutting sheath. So yeah, it is the Condor Timberjack. And obviously you can see where to get this from. I'm really happy with this. This is about 40 bucks. This was about 30, or actually this was 20, I think, 25-ish. And I've been carrying this every single day since I've got it. And I switched over to this sheath when I got this sheath. I think it's a great EDC option. One, because it's super easy to pull out and make a cut really quick. And two, because as far as, self-defense goes, this is going to be hard to beat. Pretty hard to beat. I know that there's a lot of people who think that they're Ricky Recon or have actually been Ricky Recon at some point. Usually now they weigh over 300 pounds and are so far from being a threat. It's funny, unless you're Princess Leia and they're going to dress up like Jabba the Hutt and choke you to death or something. Some weird kinky cosplay. But you need to realize that a lot of the little devices and things that you have to kind of fool with or finger fuck, if you will, to get into operation, when shit hits the fan and adrenaline pounds through your body, you lose fine motor controls. Your dexterity drops. Say if you were playing a D&D game and you had it up at 9, it would probably drop to like a 3 or a 2. You're not going to be able to open the buttons on, say if you have the old school cargo pants, you won't be able to use the buttons. It takes a minute to get it back and you have to really concentrate. So what's going to be a lot easier is that this doesn't take fine motor control. I'm literally grasping. I'm literally making one of the first things, the fists that you make as a child. I don't know if you know babies, you go like this, they make a fist. So this is not going to be taken away from you when your fine motor control is gone. You'll be able to draw it and get to stabbing, basically. Also important to note, the 21-foot rule. Basically, the FBI did a study, and if someone is 21 feet from you, they are on top of you and stabbing you before you can draw from your holster and clear the holster to fire. So this right here is just as good as a firearm. And that's why I don't carry a firearm all the time. But I am, unless I'm traveling, but I am 100%, I have this on me all the time. You would be hard, and I also carry mace, you would be very hard pressed in a fight to get the best of me. One, because I will mace you, and two, because I also will stab you. And that's that. So as far as self-defense against a person or a dog or whatever, this by itself is going to be great. In conjunction with mace, it's going to be even better. You should be carrying mace every single day. It's very easy to throw into a cargo pocket of a, tactical pants or utility slacks. And all of a sudden you can go from taking a few guys with this to you could literally back down a crowd of people, unless they were super determined. But that's the thing, is that usually when people start getting maced or their buddies are getting stabbed, all of a sudden, usually the will to fight is, it wanes, let's put it that way. People usually are not in a huge hurry to throw themselves on a bayonet or a grenade or whatever, because we thing called self-preservation. And I realize it's easy to get worked up in a mob and say, go burn some buildings down. But I guarantee you, if, the shooting starts and all of a sudden people are lining the streets, no one's going to want to go do that anymore. It's just the way it is. Believe me. I know. But in any event, if you're looking for a great EDC blade that is not expensive, that is 100% capable, and you're looking for a way to carry it, this is a great option. That's all she wrote for this one, folks. Be super great if you would like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Just be polite. You can always disagree with me. Just be chill, and I'll be chill, and everything will be all good. All right, you folks have a good day. Bye now.